Hey guys, it's Annie from Manifest with a Medium. Today's episode is going to be very, very special because it's going to cover the Conor Benn and Chris Eubank fight. Now, I want you to watch till the end because I'm going to give you a psychic prediction of what potentially can be happening. And you're probably wondering, why is a psychic talking about a boxing fight? Well, I'm going to give it to you raw. Firstly, this is not just a fight. This is about a man who, against all odds, when the world's against you, and you still stand up and you still fight. And that's something that we can all take away from this. Stand up and fight. Simon Jordan, slagging it off, calling it's not a fight. Well, do you know what? This is not two YouTubers having a bitch slap. These are two professional boxers. So guys, let me ask you one question. Do you think Conor Benn is a druggie? Is he a cheat? Honestly, a man that spent £1 million trying to clear his name. Why would anyone do that? Could have just taken the fine. So the next section I'm going to cover is around the manifestation, about how my mentor ended up manifesting meeting Conor Benn. Now, there's something that you guys should all take away from this. So I'm going to give you the hints and tips that you need to be doing to be able to manifest a certain outcome. Because of course, manifesting is all about your mind, body, and energy aligned. You guys all have this power. I don't know why the heck you guys are not utilizing it. Well, no, take some notes because I'm about to break it down for you. So I'm going to share with you a manifestation story about how my coach, my mentor, ended up manifesting meeting Conor Benn. Now, there's some hints and tips that I want you guys to take away from this because you can apply this to anything that you are seeking to achieve when it comes to manifestations. So what you do, firstly, is that you have to create a story in your mind. Like at the front, you've got the conscious brain, and at the back, you've got the subconscious. The subconscious is the boss of your brain. So the subconscious doesn't know if anything is true or false. So what do? You feed it a story. You feed it a story that's going to suit the narrative of everything that you're trying to achieve in this reality. So his story is, I'm going to meet Conor Benn. And how is it going to happen? It is going to happen, and I'm going to have these conversations with him. Did you do it? Now, we already knew that he didn't do it, but having those inner conversations, going through the imagination, tapping into your delusion, which is a great state to be in, is what gets you through a manifestation, right? Now, the only way people self-sabotage it is when the self-concept is pretty shit. Yes, you've got to have a very strong identity about yourself. You've got to know that you're worthy of receiving, and you've got to carry a great story about yourself, boo, because everyone around you is you pushed out. So how did this manifestation play out? Well, my coach, my mentor, he booked a holiday to Dubai, but last minute it changed to Gran Canaria. And why did that happen? Why? Because he was already in that vibrational alignment of meeting Conor Benn. So what the universe did was orchestrate certain events, certain people, certain things in your pathway that's going to vibrationally align you to your desire. So he's walking through this mall with his kids and he sees Conor Benn from a distance. He had to literally rub his eyes. Oh my God, is this the guy? Is this him? And as they meet halfway point, he did the exact same thing that he said in his mind. Did you do it? Having those inner conversations. Now, to a logical or a skeptical person, how is this even possible? But you know what? Forget that. They ended up being neighbors in the same hotel. Wow, talk about a coincidence. The reason why this manifestation happened is because my coach, my mentor, he came from a place of authenticity. Now, when you come from that place, which a lot of people struggle to find, that's where your manifestations really happen. Where is your passion? What you're really authentic about, what feels true to you, because that is a signal to the universe to get you aligned to your desire. It actually carries more power, guys, more than you think. So let me just take your attention to the Piers Morgan show, which is quite interesting because I saw a lot of comments on the Piers Morgan interview that happened between Conor Benn and Chris Eubank. There's a lot of people for Chris Eubank. And you know what, Chris, I just want to say to you, I just want to give you a hug. Deep inside, we can see a very insecure man. So it doesn't matter how many Louis Vuitton clothes that you wear, doesn't cover the lack of confidence that you hold. Yes. You just need some warm hugs and you need some warm cuddle.
Your dad intervened with the egg throwing and put his arm, I think, on your throat. And at the second press conference, you basically threatened Nigel Benn. Said if he did that again, you deal with him. And
it wasn't a threat, it was a promise.
Oh, it's not a promise, is it?
You can't touch
scumbag.
You can't
we
touch
did.
me.
Well,
you can throw an egg in his face and it's part of the calm.
Me and him are fighting.
You're just upset.
Me and you are
dad
fighting.
Can't stand you. And
I'm
my
not
dad
upset.
has my back. You are. That's all that
I'm not
was.
upset.
My dad put
me
his
and you are
hands
fighting.
again.
Whatever
What are you
happens
gonna do
between
about it?
us
My dad would put his arms around you again. What are you going to do about it?
No one else.
What are you going to do about it? Tell me.
No one else can touch me.
Tell me.
If they do, there'll be consequences.
Consequences to what?
If anyone else
slap you right now,
if anyone else touches me,
what if I was to slap you right now? What are you going to do about it?
Yeah, go on, go ahead.
Yeah, talk about my dad.
I'm not talking about your dad.
No.
But I told him.
But
I told him.
Get off me, please.
So I really liked the way Piers Morgan softened up Conor Benn with some of the questioning styles that he had with him. But did you not see how Chris wasn't going to fall for it? He wasn't going to fall for that narrative. What was he doing? You know, when Conor Benn said, I want to batter you, but I still want you to go home to your family. Chris didn't really respond to that. Why? Because there's actually more anger coming from Chris deep inside. So your Zen mode may fool a lot of people, Chris, but it doesn't fool me. So the fight prediction, what do I think? Well, Conor Benn, listen up. Do not go raging as a bull, right? Because when you utilize emotions in the fight, you are burning off more energy and you don't want to get tired. You don't want to do that. No, you want to be nice and composed like Mayweather, who's very slick, who is the GOAT. Yes, he is. He's a superstar. But why is he? Because he knows how to handle his emotions. He knows how to manage them. He knows how to execute certain punches with the right amount of energy. And what do I think about Chris Eubank? I know exactly the move that Chris Eubank's going to do, but should I really share it here? Should I? Guys, should I? Okay, Conor Benn, you need to avoid his uppercut. That's what you need to do. You need to dodge the uppercut that he's going to land, because when he gets to your body, that could be a KO. So avoid that. Don't go raging as a damn bull. Eubank's going to go to the left, uppercut, bam. So avoid that. In the first 4 rounds, you have a probability of winning. I can see. Just train the emotions as well, Conor Benn. That's all you need to do. Keep it composed. But who do I think's going to win? I think it's going to be Conor Benn. Conor's got explosive power. He's got more punch resistance than Liam did in that fight. If you look at the fight between Mayweather and McGregor, very rarely did he throw a punch in the first 3 rounds. Why? Did you see McGregor getting really tired? That's what you want. You want composure. You want to pick your shots very, very carefully. Chris, I think you need to drop the poker play and you need to take something else. Yeah. Maybe I can be your coach. Maybe I can be your mentor. I can put you in a nice Zen mode. We can do that. A lot of meditation. We need to rebuild you back up as a person. That's where your strength's going to really lie. Wow, guys, thank you for watching. But stay tuned because I'm going to be releasing more podcasts on a weekly basis to give you the psychic insight on certain things that might just take your fancy. And also, Mayweather, listen up. This is the best psychic that you're ever going to find. You know, you can employ millions of people out there, but there's only one of me. Are you feeling a bit sluggish? Are you feeling like you don't have enough energy? Is your missus giving you a hard time? It usually happens. What you want to do is get your vibration raised. Now, trust me, this is better than any pill that you will take when it comes to your sex life. It will give you a huge boost when it comes to your energy. Reach out to us.